Good morning, students. Today we will continue the chapter Magnetic Effect of Current. Our today's topic is magnetic field due to a straight wire carrying current. Now, as you see in the diagram, this one is a straight conductor. Let us consider it is XY. It is carrying a current of I. So, through the conductor XY, I current starts flowing, and on this conductor, a small current element is chosen, that is DL. This is a small current element. This current element at a distance R at point P produce a magnetic field dB. So this magnetic field is produced by the current element dl. Now we have to calculate the total magnetic field due to the straight conductor XY. Okay. Now you say dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. This is by Biot-Savart law, and again we have to calculate the total magnetic field B. Let us consider this angle is phi. So theta plus phi is equal to 90 degree. So theta is equal to 90 degree minus phi, taking sin theta on both sides. So sin theta is equal to sin 90 minus phi. So sin theta is equal to sin 90 minus phi, that is equal to cos phi. So we get sin theta is equal to cos phi. Now we want to find the value of cos phi. Say, considering the triangle, we get cos phi is equal to base by hypotenuse. Base is A and hypotenuse is R. So R is equal to A by cos phi. So we can write R is equal to A sec phi. R is equal to A sec phi. Again, we take tan phi. Tan phi is equal to perpendicular by base, that is L by A. So L equal to A tan phi. Now differentiating both sides, we get dl is equal to A sec square phi d phi. Okay. Now we have to calculate the total magnetic field. Say, total magnetic field can be calculated by integrating dB. So B is equal to integrating dB, and we get the value of dB. It is mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. Mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta by r square. So here we replace dl and sin theta. Say this one, dB is equal to integrating mu naught by 4 pi I dl. In the place of dl, you write A sec square phi d phi. In the place of dl, I dl sin theta. In the place of sin theta, you can write cos phi by r square. Again, R should be replaced. We already get R is equal to A sec square phi. So finally by calculating we get B is equal to integrating mu naught I A square by 4 pi sec square phi d phi cos phi divided by A sec square phi. So sec square phi is cancelled out and we get the relation B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi A cos phi d phi. Now the entire part mu naught I by 4 pi A that comes out. So it will be like this: B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi A integrating cos phi d phi. Its result is sin phi. We put the limit phi 2 and here minus phi 1. So the equation is this one: B is equal to mu naught I into sin phi 1 plus sin phi 2 by 4 pi A. Now for the straight wire, or if you can say the wire is infinitely long, then phi 1, both phi 1 is equal to phi 2 and that is equal to pi by 2, that means 90 degree, and then equation will be like this: B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi A. So that is the expression of magnetic field for a straight conductor carrying current. Now direction of magnetic field can be determined by using thumb rule, right hand thumb rule or right hand screw rule. It is perpendicular to the plane of the diagram and into the plane of paper P. Now magnetic field due to a circular loop carrying current. See the diagram. This circular coil having the radius A carrying a current of I, and this current is in anti-clockwise direction. You see the direction of the current, that is anti-clockwise. At 2 points C and D we take two small current element DL. These two current element produce the magnetic field dB, and dB dash, this one is dB dash at certain point, at point P. So we have to calculate the total magnetic field due to the circular current loop. Okay, now center of the coil is O, and from the center the distance of point P is x, and let us consider the distance of CP is R. So first one we want to calculate dB. dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl sin theta, here theta is 90 degree, by distance square, distance is r square. As we know that sin 90 is equal to 1, so dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl by r square. Okay, so we get the same magnetic field, magnitude of magnetic field at P due to the current element at D is same, and it is also mu naught by 4 pi I dl by r square. So we get dB is equal to dB dash, right? Now dB is resolved, this one is resolved in two rectangular component. dB is resolved in two rectangular component. One is dB sin phi and another is dB cos phi. dB sin phi and dB cos phi. dB sin phi is acting in this direction, cos phi, and dB sin phi is acting in this direction. In the same way, dB dash is resolved into two rectangular components once again. One is dB dash sin phi and another is dB sin phi. So, the direction of dB dash cos phi is this one and dB dash sin phi is this one. Since dB is equal to dB dash, so in the place of dB dash we write dB over here. Now you see, these two, dB cos phi and dB cos phi, are equal in magnitude and they act in opposite direction, so they cancel each other. So total magnetic field is due to these two, dB sin phi and dB dash sin phi, and since dB is equal to dB dash, so dB dash sin phi may be written as dB sin phi. So these two are the magnetic field due to two current element at C and D. Now we have to calculate the total magnetic field due to the circular loop. So we must integrate dB sin phi and get the desired result. See this one. So this is actually the breaking which was done by me just previously. Go through it and you see, in the final term we take total magnetic field dB, and that can be calculating by integrating dB sin phi. Okay, now put the value of dB over here. It is mu naught by 4 pi I dl by r square into sin phi is there. So we have to put the value of sin phi in the next step. See this one. See the triangle once again. So we get the value of sin phi. So sin phi is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is A, hypotenuse is R. So sin phi is equal to A by R. Okay. Now see the part once again. B is equal to integrating mu naught by 4 pi I dl by r square into sin phi A by R. So B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi r cube, that comes out as a constant. So integrating dl is left. So you see, whenever integrating dl, the result is 2 pi a cube. 2 pi circumference 2 pi a square. Now r should be replaced, and when you replace r, your expression will be like this. B is equal to mu naught I into 2 pi a into a by this one, and when this one is cancelled, the final result is this. B is equal to mu naught I a square by 2 a square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2, and that is a magnetic field due to a circular loop carrying current. So today is this much. In the next class we will deal about the solenoid and magnetic field due to current carrying solenoid. Till then, goodbye.